rising Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read for this full moon to new moon, April 2022? I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle production since 1998. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, creator on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Meow. Hey, having so much fun with that. Hi my Libras. Mercury conjunct Venus in Libra here, 3rd house. So happy to be serving my fellow brother and sister scales. Let's just put it that way. If you're new to the channel, a 7-card draw is just 1 card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a waning moon timeline from full to new moon, the releasing, the letting go, the forgiveness, the shadow work. That's why it's called the shadow read, to help you do the alchemy you need to clear the slate for the new moon. Letting go, releasing, you know, the fun stuff. A little guidance and grace goes a long way. So let's look at that astrological timeline. We got the full moon in Libra, your full moon of the year, our full moon of the year, I guess, on Saturday, April 16th, 2:54 p.m. I'll be doing my magic the night before for full moon. Come on, full moon in Libra on a Friday, all that Venus, yeah, that's love magic for sure. Z's one-on-one, romantic if you want it. Seems a lot of people do. But then we are looking at the releasing, the letting go, the purging, as I said. The alchemy from lead to gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table. Please don't make me do math. An earth science teacher told me that. I'm going to go with it. So what are those 3 atoms that have to be released, symbolically speaking? So that being said, it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know the YouTube jive. Check your other signs, because we all have more than one timeline going on simultaneously, right? One could be work, one could be love, one could be health, you know, all that stuff. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Air signs, I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can to help us. And please, I'm well aware of what's going on planet Earth. I watch the news. I'm a global empath, doing these readings for people all over the world. Please, I'm feeling everybody's everything depending on what frequency I'm flying at. So you do your shadow work, I'll do my shadow work, and we're going to reduce the amount of shadow possession that happens on the planet, which means the stuff people don't want to deal with popping up and taking them over when they least expect it. Carl Jung, white courtesy telephone. Shall we? Let's do this. I think that explained it rather well. Please take a nice deep breath. Doesn't mean we can't have fun here on the tube of you. Breathe. Clear that throat chakra and still point as I call upon the collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, the spirit animals and totems, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons, all traditions, lineages, and cultures, using the Caroline Mace archetype deck. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype? Like a satellite hovering over their head, beaming down the mission, the soul power, the lessons to be learned, the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy for the Libra collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, this full to new April 2022. The poet. Oh man, these readings have been hitting home for me. Leo, Virgo, and now Libra. I have a nice touch of the poet archetype myself, though technically I am a wordsmith. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. A reason being literally a day. It can pop into your alchemical chemistry, right? Think of a satellite, beams it down. Your 8th chakra affects every other chakra, your electromagnetic dynamics, what you attract, what you repel, all for the evolution of your soul, not the pleasure of your ego, unfortunately, all the time. When it gets what it wants, when it gets its way. And how often does that happen anymore? But this is a creative family archetype of the 9 different families. This is really about the evolution of the soul. The shadow attribute, an indication of the shadow work, right? the stuff you don't want to look at, or the stuff you know about but you don't want anybody else to know about. The light attribute expresses, and the light attribute, sorry, what you're shooting for, the gold, the lead, the gold. So the shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect, like that man from Nantucket. It's not so destructive, that's hysterical, but I think you get what I mean when you use that gift to wound rather than to heal. The light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So it doesn't have to rhyme to be poetry, people. I don't think Beowulf was originally rhyming, although we don't really know. I mean, unless somebody speaks it fluently, right? You know, Plato and Homer. Oh, right? You know, these are epic poetries. Many different forms of poetry. It all doesn't have to have a rhyme scheme. Although I am partial to iambic pentameter and rhyming couplets, but I am a Virgo. So you see, like, that poet. So it's not just, you know, rattling off words. I mean, you could put that with rap, right? Any kind of spoken word, where it's really conveying something from the divinity within you, the soul, the immortal part of you. So that's interesting. Makes sense for an air sign, though. Let's see. Next 4 chakras down is where the shadow work begins. It's the psychological world, the internal world, your feminine energy, your goddess energy, your yin dynamic, spiritual power, mental power, willpower, which is the choice to do it or not, right? The choice to do the shadow work, the healing or not, and the emotional power of the heart chakra. Let's see what hits the table here, how it's being affected by the poet in the 8th. Breathe. Still point, which feels like the center of the scale, right? That still point that doesn't move for Libra. The center stays still point. As I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East, please, beloved. 1 card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What's going on the inside of them, the yin side of them? Heart, third eye, crown dynamic, to give them some clarity on the alchemy of the poet archetype, maybe putting into the world something that is immortal within them, and clearing that path this full to new. April 2022, sure enough, clearing the path. Kali, the awakener, the tower. Yeah, I would say you're going to be struck by a bolt of lightning internally, right? Insight, inspiration. Sometimes a truth comes in and you get disillusioned, right? Well, what's the other option? Stay illusioned? Kali, the awakener, the tower, when it's a major arcana card, it's all 4 chakras all at once, right? Heart, third eye, crown, bam, all at once. But also, it is that thing. I've taught tarot for decades. So when I teach the tower, people always want to see it in the outside. This is why I use these for the inside, to say that, well, if you don't believe in ghosts or spirits, and then one day your great-grandmother is standing at the foot of your bed, she's been dead for 50 years, but standing at the foot of your bed going, oh, butchakaloop, right? Right? Well, so much for, you know, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Gone, right? However many decades of disbelief gone in 1 second, as well as a truth being revealed to you. Kali, look her up. Kali Ma! Where is she? Wait. Is she not here? Oh, she's up there somewhere. No, I'm not wrinkling my shirt. I have a Kali finger puppet. She usually makes an appearance when her card hits the table. So, you know, if you can even put this experience into written form that no one else will see, ever, if you don't want it, right? That could be a very therapeutic process, and definitely Waning Moon about watching those bricks from the tower fall, because they are meant to be rebuilt, right? Some faulty foundation down there, cracking the foundation, so they leveled the whole thing, and you start over. But it's not the end of the major arcana, is it? Followed by the card of the star, by the way, in the cycle of the major arcana. Let's get your lower 3 chakras, masculine dynamic, you from the outside looking in at yourself, right? You from the inside looking out at another person, place, or thing. but really about relationships, root chakra, groups, tribes, circles of friends, your racial connection, your political, any 3 or more people, including yourself, that's a tribe, including humanity. Yeah, that too. Second chakra, one-on-one relationship to another person or thing. Think umbilical cord. Can be like my relationship to coffee. That's a one-on-one thing, right? Money is one energy field. And the birds are wild outside today. It's beautiful here in Holbrook, Long Island. Solar plexus chakra, your relationship to yourself, your honor code, your survival intuition, your self-esteem, because your intuition and your self-esteem are 2 sides of the same coin. And your boundaries, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Trust me, you want me to shuffle these cards for as long as they want me to shuffle these cards. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon, my gods of air, sign of Libra, powers of the East, beautiful ones, beloved ones, please. 1 card in clarity for the Libra Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, and I hear that this can be a bolt of lightning that hits you that just blows away a lot of who you thought you were, and the revelation of the immortal nature of the soul. One past life flashback can trigger a lot, right? It's just something to show you your immortality, right? And to express that somehow as a Libra poet. So please, what's going on, lower 3 chakras? Make it really clear, really specific for the Libra Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. This full to new, April 2022. The High Priestess, you're not saying a word. Good. Keep it to yourself. Well, I'm a Virgo, cross your legs. Right? No, you got 2 major arcana cards. There's only 2 tarot cards here. And you got Kali on the inner and Persephone on the outer, the mythic tarot. What a combo. They have a lot in common, come to think of it. Their husbands in particular. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about I've been reading tarot since I'm 12 years old. I'm 53. I don't look at things. But you learn how to even look at scripture like tarot, and you see archetypal patterns, and you can see the interweaving of the different pantheons of the divine. So look, I'm going to say, by the way, look at this card, right? Look at Persephone. Look at the pillars. 1 light, 1 dark. And I'll look at my set. That's deliberate. That's a Libra. Mars conjunct Venus in Libra. So, there is deep intuition. There are hidden secrets being revealed to you on the outer. This has got to be either you from the outside looking in to get that you are the middle pillar. Look it up. It's the Kabbalah. I'm not going into it right now. Or you are dealing with somebody. It does not have to necessarily be female. That really has that lunar influence. That bridge, the river Styx in between the upper world and the underworld. Well, here's Persephone not as the maiden of spring, not as the lady of summer, but as the queen of the underworld, right? So, of course, a guide of spirits, a guide of souls, a psychopomp in her own way once you're down there, but only for 6 months out of the year. It's a good part-time gig, gets to see her mom, right? So, in terms of your poetry, this might just be you expressing it to you. I have what's called the grace of prayer. It just flies out of me. I don't premeditate it. It just comes through me. It's in my book, Words of Grace, a bit. So I get that. So a lot of times I spontaneously go into rhyme when I'm teaching, when I'm praying, when I'm doing these readings. It's just the soul expressing itself, rather than the personality or the ego. All right, so let's get you a healing mantra to get these chakras in alignment, and really, you've got a straight line of spirit from the 8th chakra, Tower, High Priestess, all major arcana, right, for the chakras in the body. Let's see what the healing mantra is to help you do the shadow work with all of this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the Ascended Masters General Assembly, because this is way too unspecific to even know if another person is involved here, or if this is about work or health, or it could just be anything. So make it specific, please, my beloved Ascended Masters. General Assembly, what's perfect healing mantra? Because nothing like an air sign with a mantra to work. Nothing like it. Please, what is perfect healing mantra for the Libra Collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, maybe even giving this reading, because it seems to have been that way the past couple of reads. This full to new, April 2022. Soothing impatience, there's nothing to do but wait. You know, it's what your grandmother told you, metaphorically speaking. There's nothing to do but wait. This has really helped. I am self-employed, joined the circle 1998, you know, the corporate president all this time. And I'm the corporate president, the makeup guy, the hair guy, the healing team, you know, just all of it. So when technology is not doing its thing, there's nothing to do but wait. When you do a 30-minute video and it's taking 4 hours to upload to YouTube, you're like, nothing to do but wait. Now that's a minor thing in the timeline. You got major arcana on the table here. So this might even be saying if this, whatever this lightning bolt, light is truth, right? So it's lightning, it's truthing, it's being struck by truth, heart, third eye crown. So that thing of you may want to be able to express it, you may not be able to express it, particularly if it's something that its time isn't right. Don't strike when the iron is hot. Don't strike when the iron is cold. Because if you strike when the iron is cold, you get that Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes reverb. Like nothing happens except a big clang and an owie. So I'm going to read you from the Bookie Book. There are 3 Bookie Book reads here. The longest one is the Blessed Bee. The last card down will look really, what's the hidden blessing? The gold within the lead if you do the alchemy. Alright, C's, right, C's, QRS. Oh, thank God my mother was a nursery school teacher. Soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait, my Libras. When impatience is soothed, each perceivable barrier becomes the opportunity to be more aligned with your soul by slowing down. Now that doesn't mean it makes the impatience completely disappear, but you're not stuffing it down either. Come on, Melchior. You're just gonna bonk my ankles with your head? Come up, say hello to the peoples. Come say hello to the Libras. He's a Taurus. He does what he wants. Right? So to get that, there's an opportunity here for you to take your time with this, right? To allow the soul to express itself in symbolic language. Come on, buddy. In the soothing of impatience, you no longer see moments of pause or delay as conspiring against you, which I am right up there. It's like, why is this happening to me? It's not. It's just happening. Instead, you realize they are giving you time for inner reflection, which might be triggering that tower for sure, where life's deepest meaning can be uncovered, like that could be a tower moment totally inside, even in the most ordinary of circumstances. This mantra is ideal for becoming more grounded, easing frustrations, and releasing blame. Right? It's like, it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know that it's Mercury retrograde right now. Mercury retrograde, right? Let's blame the planets. But let's not blame Melchior, because he's the third prince, right? Go lay down, third prince. I have 3 of them. Follow me on Instagram. I post about them all the time. Let's get from the higher selves of all involved, the Whisper of Love Oracle. This is perhaps where the romance card comes in. That's why I call it the party turner deck. Like, you think you're talking about one thing and then true love card. Let's see what hits the table. Let's keep our sense of humor. It's a shadow read. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the higher selves of all involved, perhaps my own included, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, the information, inspiration, insight we need to alchemize this poet archetype, tower on the inner, high priestess on the outer, and soothing impatience, because there's nothing to do but wait this full to new April 2022. Have patience. Are you kidding me? Soothing impatience with have patience. Look, you don't believe me? I don't lie. I'm not allowed to. I took blood vows to the gods. All right? Soothing. Have patience. Have patience. Love is patience and kind always. That's a double whammy. 2 major arcana cards isn't really a double whammy. If they were both the Tower or both the High Priestess, that's a double whammy. But no, this is absolutely clear and upright. Take your time. There's nothing to do but wait. But write. W-R-I-T-E, right? Or record it. And if anybody ever sees it, which High Priestess is probably not. I mean, the High Priestess does speak. She's not always silent. But when she does, it's never the whole story, right? Rider-Waite Tarot, right? You can't see the whole scroll, just a couple of letters. I think T-A-R-O or T-O-R-A, I forget. That's why I don't read the Rider-Waite anymore. And like I said, I'm 53. I'm allowed. So the higher self is saying, have patience. And so higher self is always patient. It's outside of time. That's what eternal means. Divine beings that we are at the core, struggling, fighting against the illusion of time. So if you're going to do the shadow work, the shamanic descent, right, the alchemy, you might as well know what the pantheon of the animals, spirit animals and totems that are with you to help along the way, because they are anyway, right? It's like a radio frequency you got to tune to, so to speak. All of them are the pantheons. So, the Divine Animals Oracle. Let's see what the message is. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, please, what is the Divine Animals Oracle message from Stacy DeMarco? Brilliant piece of work. Who walks with us, who flies with us, who swims with us, who crawls with us, doing this shadow work, poet in the 8th, Kali on the inner, High Priestess on the outer, soothing impatience and having patience. Oh, dear patience, sweet patience, dear prudence, please, what is the Divine Animal Oracles for the Libras this full to new April 2022? We've got the dolphin. I'm psyched. I do love me some dolphin. Happiness. Dolphin. The artwork is just extremely beautiful in this deck. Stacy DeMarco, whoever did the penning, it's on the book, I'm sure, just a teeny tiny print. How cool. Flipper, flipper, flipper. Faster than light. Oh, nice blowhole. Where are you? A 42, not 32. 42 is the answer to life, universe, and everything, which I understand is computer code for an asterisk. Douglas Adams, Hail the Traveler. Dolphin, just going to read you the first part and the last part because there's a lot of cool info in here, but it's too much for you to breathe. Breathe. Let's take this in. It's a water mammal, not a fish. Raised by a teacher, trust me. Breathe. Card number 42, Dolphin. Happiness. The home of happiness. Happiness is not a continuous state. Although it is a worthy feeling to seek. Know what makes you happy and do more of this. Happiness has everything to do with your reaction to life rather than what happens to you from outside sources. That is true. I mean, that's the Dalai Lama. If you want to go there, I mean, just one example, right? Like the compassion and happiness, compassion with yourself, right? It's so key. And patience goes along with that. This makes sense. If you place your happiness solely in the hands of other people, then you will be disappointed. Have you noticed? Well, we've got Libra placement. I think we might have picked that up along the way. I don't think that's a news flash. Breaking news. Putting your heart in other people's hands tends to lead to problems. Yeah, it sure does, until we learn not to. To give ourselves the love that only we can give ourselves, be patient with ourselves. Having a means of creative expression is incredibly helpful, particularly if there is rage and wrath. What if that's Kali? What if this lightning bolt hits and you go incendiary? Don't burn down the village, Libra. Channel it into art, because the High Priestess ain't taking nobody out of the game, although she is at the portal. You'll leave the game and come back in. Let's read the magic. See that curved smile on the dolphin's face? Well, you can't unless you own the deck. If you do, go look. When you feel that curved smile on the dolphin's face, that will give you a hint about their magic. When you feel tired and world weary, when you have forgotten what it is like to play with friends in an easy way or just run free, call in some dolphin magic to remind you. The joyful magic that has been used since ancient times, and dolphins have always been seen as an exceptional creature with happy intelligence that has been benevolent for humankind. Absolutely. And the human brain can cognize language when it's around a pound, right? So figure like 1 year old, 2 year old, depends on the kid, depends on the size of the head. I don't know. I am not the doctor, I am witch. But dolphins have like 18-pound brains or something like that. So they're communicating in frequencies. They're probably like, right? And every time I see one released from a net, right? Not a funicello, no, a net, right? A sea net, right? Anytime I see a dolphin rescue or something, that makes me cry. So look, have patience. Your happiness is here, but you can't. Happiness is a decision I must make. A Course in Miracles. I'm pretty sure it's one of the 365 lessons in there. Well, happiness is a decision I must make. Well, it's not iambic pentameter, so it might not be one of the lessons, but whatever. Please, this is something that you might have to do the alchemy of, really being disillusioned, shook, but all at once, right? Not a gradual process. Bam. And I understand, Libra, wanting to keep it secret. Keep it safe, right? Guard your ring before you drop it off at Mordor if necessary, but don't burn down the village. Soothe your impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. Love is patient and kind always. And then happiness. You can be happy in the moment. And there is another mantra, discovering happiness from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. Also kind of Libra. I was like, well, right here now, right here now in the present moment. It's okay. Right? It's okay. Right here, right now. It's when we look back at the past or jump ahead into the future, we can pull out of that. Be the center point. Be the still point in the scale where all that motion moves through it, but it does not move. Granny Weatherwax. Discworld. Let's get you the hidden blessing here. The blessed be the mystical. I can never remember this title. The mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower by Lucy Cavendish. Love this deck as well, but we do the blessings for real, so that's why we keep it light, and sometimes this is when the pedal hits the metal, someone puts the hammer down. Let's see what the Pantheon of Pantheons has to say. This gold here is all about with this poet archetype. Ready? Breathe. Still point. As I call to the Pantheon of all Pantheons, all tribes, lineages, and cultures for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, please leave the card in my hand. What is the hidden blessing? The gold alchemized from the lead for the Libras so that they can express soul insights in symbolic language while they are being struck by lightning. Tower on the inner. Kali, the awakener. something being shocked awake inside of them, with the High Priestess on the outer, which is also a channel of divine energy. So this could be a High Priestess of Kali, Kalima, right? That's a very intense, but also very deep and silent, so that they can soothe impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. Maybe they get a vision that is just life-altering, and it's just going to take a while for that to integrate. They are, after all, air signs, and they are to have patience, because love is kind and patient always, and there is happiness here for them. But it is that easy, fun happiness, right? It's not necessarily plugging into the joyful vibe of, you know, the universe, the Tao, as happy. No, this is more about being where they are, right? It's not a constant state. Dolphins, yeah, blah, 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 right? Kind of doing their thing and being patient with themselves. Happiness is a decision they must make. So if they do the healing work to the best of their ability, the shadow work, the alchemy, the letting go, the forgiving, the surrendering to the divine alone, what have you got for them? What is the perfect healing blessing here? The light at the end of the tunnel for the Libra collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs this full to new April 2022. Blessing of the air. It's our element. Yay. A blessing of the air. I don't know. I'm sorry. Every time I see this card, I'm just going to say this. Shake your groove thing. Shake your groove thing. Are you not getting Priscilla, Queen of the Desert from that? How can you not? Tick. Oh, Hugo's weaving. Kneel before Zod. Okay, card number 2, Blessing of the Air. I forgot the magnifying glass. I'll just squint. It's nano font. Not to be confused with the Hierophant, unless it's a nano font Hierophant. Sorry, we've got some traffic going on outside the front windows. But like I said, all kidding aside, but not all kitties aside, we do these for real. Please take a nice deep breath. Last time I'll ask this video. Breathe. Still point. Pantheons of the divine. Send it through. Let's bless the Libra collective. Just making sure that's not the garbage truck. That's the garbage truck. That's called divine timing. Be right back. Literally sat here for about a minute. Nothing to do but wait. There's nothing to do but wait. Totally soothed me. It was cool. Nothing like divine timing is happening all the time. It's just we don't see it unless we're able to see it. All right. Blessings of the air. Pantheons. Thank you. Breathe. Still point. Card number 2. A blessing of the air. A blessing to allow the free-flowing movement of inspiration, fresh ideas, purposeful memories, and clear thoughts and true words this day. With the poet, you think, you Libras, 7th housers. Beautiful soul, may you be blessed this day by the element of air. May your thoughts and words be in harmony with each other, and may they be inspired by the trust in your ability to understand deeply with the gifts of the mind and all that is within you that is deeply without you. From the inside to the out. May your gift of the mind be clear and open, and may worthy ideas blossom and be expressed with ease and grace in words and action that are in affinity with the highest of your ideals. May there be knowledge that is enriching, information that is trustworthy, words that are true in your world this day. Let memories that arise be ones which support you in your tasks, awaken forgotten dreams, and may the qualities of your thoughts match the boundaries of the sky. May there be freedom and perspective as you move through this cycle of the sun, and may the winds of change blow from your life whatever it is best to liberate yourself from. Let the weightlessness of the free air free you from burdens that hold you from your dreams. And may the very air you breathe be pure and enlivening, awakening you to the limitlessness of your life's possibilities. May you feel inspired and refreshed, loved and nurtured with every breath in and with each breath out. Release from your mind all that is no longer in alignment with who you are becoming. Waning moon, waning moon. Let your wings grow and strengthen until you take flight. Let scent and song and soaring freedom be yours, for these are the domains of the element of air, and these are the blessings that are all about you this day. Most of all, may you fill yourself with what is good and true and pure, and may your every breath be blessed. For the well-being of all, with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Oh my God, what a Libra read, right? A blessing of the air and happiness. Just have patience. There's nothing to do but wait. Keep your yap shut, but channel the energy through. Keep those secrets secret while you get struck by lightning. Translating it some way as the poet. That's a jigsaw puzzle read. That's a Diplo puzzle. Clunky clonk, Lego bricks clicking together. 7-card draw. So did you like it? Like it? Hit the thumbs up. Just do it for me. You want more of me here on YouTube? Subscribe. Do it for you. Do you want to come play? Come play John on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there's a video in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal. A YouTube video explains it all for you, just like Clarissa. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Seriously, good luck with this. Do the shadow work. And of course, if you need help, reach out. But remember, you can reach up, not just out. Have a really good one. This full to new April 2022. My scales. Scales! They're just saying scales. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.